What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel, PROA TV. Right now I'm giving you guys the OnePlus 3 review months later after it's been released and how it's stacking right now up against the heavy heads that are about to get released. I want to cover performance, look and feel, battery, and camera, because to me I think those are the four essentials for a smartphone. First of all, you're going to look at them, so look and feel. The performance, you have it every day on you. Battery, you have it every day on you, so it's gotta fucking make it through the day. And camera, who doesn't take pictures? Who doesn't use Instagram? Who doesn't use Snapchat? You know what I mean? So let's get to it. As far as everybody knows, it's got the Snapdragon 835. I got the 8 GB RAM version, 128 gigs onboard storage. It's got a five and a half inch screen. It's a 1080p screen, but it looks fantastic as far as being a 1080 screen. I think it looks very, very close to a lot of these really, really good screen on it. What else? It has a headphone jack. So as far as performance goes, check this out. Really, really responsive. Fingerprint reader, very responsive. 100%. I'll say about once you know where your fingerprint or your finger lays, I think you know exactly where it goes. So it's really, 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 really responsive. This phone, honestly, is the smoothest phone. I always come back to this phone. I've gone in and out of seven phones, I believe, within the last few months to review because I buy them. I'm a big smartphone enthusiast, but as far as performance, I think this one honestly is the best performer out there. Nothing touches it. It might be because of the 8 gigs of RAM. Who knows? But the performance on this is still amazing. No hiccups, no lags, and this is months later after I've used it in and out. Just because I carry it on me sometimes just because I like the feel of it. I like the experience. I might watch videos on it. I might, you never know. I just carry this phone on and off. I switch on and off with this phone. And even though it's cracked, I still like it. I didn't get it fixed. I messed up. One thing I like about OnePlus is that their support service, their technical support is really, really fast to respond. I reached out to them because I wanted to see if they could possibly fix it for me. They responded within 2 days, I think, and back and forth in emails. And I missed my window to actually submit a request for them to fill it out. I got busy. I got sidetracked, so I ended up keeping it like this. I don't mind. I see a lot of people out there with cracked phones. This is probably the third phone or the second phone I've cracked in my life. I was really sad when I cracked it. It was about a month into it. But other than that, performance on this thing is a beast. There's nothing out there touching this in performance. Nothing. The thing that helps it is the UI. They do a fantastic job with their UI. It's close to stock Android, 8 gigs of RAM. 835 Snapdragon processor. Super, the best performer out there, in my opinion. Look and feel. If this phone is head down like that, people automatically assume or think, oh, it's an iPhone copycat. It's an iPhone copycat. When you pick this phone up and you pick an iPhone up next to it, that curve right here on the edges makes it just feel ridiculous. It just makes it feel so different than the iPhone. So different. As far as look and feel, the look of it might be iPhone-esque. The feel in your hand, it just goes away. The bezels up here and down here, I'm not a huge fan of that. I think I got spoiled with the SA and all these bezel-less, screens that have trended, for the past couple years, but nobody really hit it. The LG did a great job with their bezel-less display. So I think I like where we're going with the whole bezel-less display. I think still needs a little work because with the Xiaomi Mi Mix, and I have the Xiaomi Mi Mix, the camera was down here, and to tell you the truth, it was so awkward because you had to turn it around, and that was one of the reasons I hated using that phone. If somehow they could incorporate it up in the front, up in the top, I think the front-facing camera needs to be up here because there's a lot of apps out there that are not optimized for the camera down here. So, with that said, the I like it because it's metal. It's, it looks like an iPhone. I have a case for it. I dropped it when I didn't have a case. I have a case for it. I put it in a case every day, and it just feels different in the hand. I love it. But I hate these bezels. But that's because I think I like the trend that, the whole bezel-less thing. Battery on this phone, honestly, is possibly one of the best batteries that I've tested. It lasts me just about the full day. I'm a heavy user, so I'm constantly, every time I get in the car, I just have I just put it in the charger and I go. I've always done that no matter what phone I have. I've had phones with 3,500 milliamp batteries, 4,000 milliamp batteries, and it's like, it doesn't matter. I always get in the car, plug it in, boom, go. You know what I mean? But if you have a normal 9 to 5 job and you're not really allowed to get in on your phone and stuff like that, no problem lasting you until the next day. I don't charge my phone overnight anymore because dash charging on this thing is ridiculous. It could be 20%, 50%, 30%, whatever. The morning I get up, plug it in, start getting ready, boom, good to go. So battery is great. Dash charging is fantastic. As far as the cameras, I don't know how I feel about dual cameras yet. I think that anybody can make a really good, solid, just one camera smartphone because the Galaxy S8 did it, because the HTC U11 did it, because the Pixel XL and Pixel did it. So I think it's possible to have one good camera, and that's it. This is an amazing camera. I think it's very consistent, takes really good pictures. Very good pictures. The selfie camera, great pictures. As far as video goes, after the software update, that's when the videos got better. To compare them, there was a little shaky, a little movement because there's no OIS on this camera. I don't care how much money they were trying to save, they should have put OIS and bumped it up $10. You know what I mean? Who cares? It's already $480 for the 6GB version. What's $490 for OIS? It's $530 for the 8 gigs of RAM. What's another $10? You know what I mean? People already look at that price tag, and the people that come from OnePlus, from the 1, the 2, the 3, they're gonna say, "Damn, they're spiking up their prices." Whatever. It's still $520 or $530 compared to anything out there that's $650, $700, $800, $1,000, and you get a solid performer. Honestly, I think it's the best performer. It's so solid, it's smooth. It beat the iPhone 7 Plus. Great fingerprint reader, consistent camera, great battery life. Good. It feels amazing. I'm just saying, for $500, you can't really complain too much for the price. Not everybody has $500, obviously. You know what I mean. A lot of people now lease phones, whatever. But I mean, if you have the money for it, why not? Spend good money for this plus cases plus whatever. You know what I mean? I don't know how it's gonna stack up now further in the year, because we have the Note 8 coming out, we have the LG V30 coming out, the Pixel 2 coming out, and then for those underdogs like the Mate 10 coming out. I don't know how it's gonna stack up. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It's gonna be hard because, to me, this is in my top 5 right now. It's in my top 3. check out my video on top 3. But it's definitely in my top 5 phones. If I had my option of phones right now, it'd be possibly between, man, it's hard because I love these phones. I love the S8. I love this phone, the U11. I would probably still put the Mate 9 in here for now, even though it's a very old phone. But performance-wise, camera-wise, battery-wise, everything in the Mate 9 is still fantastic. I might be missing some right now, but it's just, just from the top of my head. But you have the V30, the Note 8, the Pixel 2. All the Motorola phones right now are kind of disappointing me, and I'm a huge Motorola fan. I love Motorola phones. I like that they brought back the Moto X, even though it's not really the Moto X that we're all used to. But I think they're falling behind a little bit. But I don't know. If you guys want to leave an opinion, and how do you think this phone's gonna stack up in 2017? Well, the later part of 2017, with all these great phones coming out, it's slowly gonna keep getting bumped down until the new OnePlus 5 or the new OnePlus comes out. But in my opinion, it's one of the best right now. Solid performance. It's in my top 3 right now. S8, OnePlus 5, HTC U11. If you haven't checked out that video, check it out. This is in my top 3 for a reason, and I always seem to come back to it no matter what. Even though the camera doesn't have OIS, but still, it's very solid performer, very consistent camera. I can take it. I can just take it anywhere and just feel at home with it, or as corny as that sounds, but let me know what you guys think. If you guys want to leave comments, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'm still building it. I'm still working on some stuff. I should be doing the Note 8 unboxing next week. I should be getting it by next week. I'm very excited about that one. And we'll go from there. I wish I could have reviewed a lot of phones this year, but I was a little late to the game. A little late to this YouTube game too. So stay tuned. Subscribe to my channel. Let me know what you guys think. Catch